somebody to even tell you what's going on. In Ameritopia several years ago, I point out it bears emphasizing the utopian mastermind, and ultimately that's what Obama is, seek control over the individual. The individual is to be governed, not represented. His personal interests are of no interest. They are dismissed as selfish, unjust, and destructive. I haven't even gone back and looked at this book recently, and it certainly does explain things. Societal deconstruction and transformation are not possible if tens of millions of individuals are free to live their lives and pursue their interests without constant torment, coercion, and, if necessary, repression. In America, breaking from the past means breaking the individual's spirit. He must be made to bend to the demands of the masterminds. You hear him at this LBGT or whatever? He must be reshaped to serve the greater good. Now, there are those who are hypnotized by the utopian message, which sounds much like Karl Marx's false historicism of the material dialectic. That is, the two-class society, where the rich bourgeois capitalists victimize the hard-working proletariat laborers, with the latter eventually destroying the former, thereby setting the stage for the end of human struggle. This kind of class warfare, they call it quote-unquote inequality, pitting straw man against straw man, is now a routine and regular part of the American political dialogue. Yet in practice, for the utopian, it is better that all be poor than some be wealthy, that all suffocate from laws and regulations than some breathe free. But equality of this sort, of behavioral conformity, and equivalent economic outcomes is not the natural state of man. It is not America's history. From the first settlers to today's immigrants, America has rightly been considered exceptional, the land of individual opportunity, not the land of the haves and the have-nots. In America, the wealthy can fall and do, and the poor can rise and do. There is no bourgeois versus proletariat standoff, but instead an immense prosperity born of an open society, an economic market system that know no class structure. But the false utopianism of radical egalitarianism incites jealousy among some, if not many, divides and distracts the people, and furthers the prospects of mastermind control by changing the society's psychology and national character. I'm reading this from Ameritopia because how else can I say it? It conveys exactly what's going on in this country. There are also those who delusively, if not enthusiastically, surrender their liberty for the mastermind's false promises of human and societal perfectibility. He hooks them with financial bribes in the form of entitlements, and he makes incredible claims about the indefectible health, safety, educational, and environmental policies, the success of which is to be measured not in the here and now, but in the distant future. For these reasons and more, some become fanatics for the cause. They take to the streets and ironically demand their own demise as they protest against their own self-determination and forevermore autocracy and authoritarianism. When they vote to enchain not only their fellow citizens, but unwittingly enchain themselves. Paradoxically, as the utopia metastasizes and the society ossifies, elections become less relevant. More and more decisions are made by masterminds and their experts who substitute their self-serving and dogmatic judgments, which are proclaimed righteous and compassionate, for the individual's self-interest and best interests. I think I nailed it. I really do.